Hey guys, so thought I would show you my little routine that I go through on an almost daily basis. It's a very light makeup and I thought that you would all like to see how a mommy does it. So yeah, first off, I apply my serum, which is the Ultimate Power Infusing Concentrate Serum. That's a lot of words, but it's from Shiseido, and I like to press it into my skin to really see it work. And it looks like I'm being very hard on my skin there, but I just think it works better if you really do apply it into your skin. And I do the same with my moisturizer. I use the one called Hydra Life for Combination Skin from Dior. And it is a gel version, so I don't feel that my skin turns oily throughout the day, and it just feels nice and fresh underneath my makeup. So I have actually been using this for the past 10 years, so that's been a while. Then to get rid of any puffiness under my eyes, I use this eye contour gel from Clarins, which reduces dark circles as well. I like to use it all over my eye, but I know that this is not recommended. That's just a personal reference because I tend to get very dry above my eyes. Yeah, remember to use the ring finger. I sometimes forget that, and that apparently is not good because you're applying pressure. And yeah, then after giving my skin moisture, I applied the first layer of foundation to my face. I used the Dior Backstage foundation in the shade 1.5N on my face and the shade 1W on my neck. And I do that because it blends very nicely, and my face and my neck are not the same color. And to kind of achieve it all blending nicely and match each other, I've chosen to use two different shades of foundation. And on my neck, I choose to apply the foundation quite far, just in case I'm wearing something that's a bit low cut. It doesn't look like I'm darker and then all of a sudden there is like a big gap of something that should be makeup. And after applying it on my neck, I apply a second layer of foundation to my face if I want more coverage. And this foundation is really good at making everything look smooth, fresh, and in general, very natural throughout the entire day. Then my go-to concealer is definitely the Double Wear from Estee Lauder. I use it in the shade called 2N, which is a light medium, I would call it. And I use it in that shade so I can use it as both a concealer underneath my eyes, but I can also use it on my face should I have any spots or anything like that, and it won't be too light. After applying the coverage for my face, I usually check for any spots or little veins that need to be concealed. And after putting on the concealer, I use my finger to blend it in with the rest of my makeup. I use the concealer over the bridge of my nose because it has been broken twice, and I think this has just become like a habit after that. And yeah, I guess a way to make my nose look more even. After this step, I apply a blush from MAC. I don't know the color for this particular blush, but it is a very light pink, and I only use bronzer and conceal my face, not conceal, sorry, contour my face when I'm going out, as it quickly looks very heavy on my face. It's always been very difficult for me to look natural wearing bronzer, and I usually wait until summertime to put it in, to put it back in my makeup routine. Then to add a little shine, I wear this creamy highlighter in a very light pink. I'm not big on wearing powdered highlighters simply because I started getting fine lines underneath my eyes, and the powder seems to make those pop even more. So yeah, I use highlighter on my cheekbones and in my cupid bow as well, and underneath the arch of my eyebrow. Now, the thing that takes me the longest in my makeup routine is by far my eyebrows. Some days they just won't work with me, but I'm gonna give this new product a little try and see if it can make my day easier. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Taupe or Taupe, and I will apply this with a regular eyebrow brush. Then to kind of smoothen everything out evenly, I use a pencil in the same shade from Anastasia as well. And I start off by brushing the eyebrows just to make them look a bit more natural. And I actually always do this. Then again, I add a little bit of highlighter, and I know this is not textbook, but I like to give it a little shine underneath and on top of my eyebrow. And as you can see, this takes me a while. And finally done. Oh yeah. So then, because my eyes are on the bigger side and a lot of my eyelid is showing, I like to use something very subtle. I have this palette, which is from Guerlain. I've had it forever, and it has very earthy tones. And I feel that they just make my eyes look very nice, and they make the blue pop even more than they already do. And also, it doesn't really create any heaviness to the eyes, so I feel that I can wear this every day and still look very natural and very fresh. I usually apply the outer part of my eye first and then work my way halfway over my eye, leaving the inner part without anything on it, just natural. And yeah, then I swear by this old friend. It is a liquid eyeliner from Rimmel. You can't even see the label anymore. I've used this, obviously not exact eyeliner, but I've used this brand and this design for over 10 years, and I find it to be very quick and easy to apply. I don't really have a certain method or wear it the exact same way every day, but I usually start from the out and then I go in. And yeah, I feel that when I do that, like I did with my eyebrows, when I start a little bit on one eye and then move to the other and then back to the other eye, I feel that it's easier to make them match. This part gets tougher and tougher the older I get. I hope I'm not alone out there. And yeah, then of course some mascara. I use the Lash Queen Sexy Mascara from Helena Rubinstein. And I like to apply it in a way that makes my eye look very catty. I actually don't put a lot of mascara on just because I feel that my eyes are already very big. And if I make my my eyelashes look longer or wider, it looks like I'm going out, and that's not the look that I'm going for right here. I do have different mascaras, but this is my my everyday kind of look, and I like it to be subtle, and yeah, so I just apply a little layer. And then to kind of close the deal, I like to add a little bit of color to my lips. This is a sample, and it's not something you can buy, but I do know that Dior has lip glosses that are very much like this one and almost in the same shade. And yeah, then I used this 8-hour cream chapstick from Elizabeth Arden, and it is just nice and smooth, and it lasts for many hours, and it is easy to bring everywhere. And yeah, that's my take on a light, natural, everyday makeup routine.